In this video, it is bashing time with the Redcat Machete. We're going to Big Buddha's RC Ranch. There's gonna be some other folks there with their bashers. It does not have the new control arms on it. I'm gonna send it anyway. Are we gonna get one jump out of this thing? Are we gonna get a dozen? I don't know. Let's go see what happens. We got the Redcat Machete. It still has the weaker factory control arms on it right now. So we're gonna do one jump with it. We're gonna just full send it. It's gonna break because it doesn't have the upgrade parts on it yet, but we're gonna just do it because it'll be fun. It didn't break. Nope. Oh! Seriously, how's that not breaking? Like, oh! No backflip. There you go. That was a lot more fun than I really expected. I mean, seriously, this truck did awesome. And you have to remember, these are the control arms that they actually recalled this vehicle off of. So they said, whoa, stop selling it. These aren't any good. We're gonna send you a whole bag of replacements, which I actually have the whole bag of replacements here now. So that is awesome. They sent me the replacements. They sent the replacement rod in. So we are in good shape there. But of course, you wanna know, like, what actually broke and what does it look like. So let's get this body off and see what's underneath there. So this is the corner that broke. You can see the control arm broken right here. It is exactly like what they have said the issue is. You can actually tell, I don't know if it's coming through in the camera or not, but the set screw that comes through that holds all this together is like way down in there. It's barely screwed in there at all, and it just snapped off. So I do wonder if that set screw, these new control arms here supposedly have a longer set screw in them that helps them screw in here further and makes this whole part stronger. So would it have broken? I'll be honest, it might have broken. I mean, if you go back and you look at that jump, truck was way in the air. I completely lost control of it. For some reason, I don't know why it donkey kicked. As soon as I was in the air, it was way over. And even on 6S, these tires, they just don't balloon. There's very long chassis, so it's not super responsive in the air. I full sent it, it kicked for whatever reason, and so throttle wasn't getting me anywhere. It wasn't pulling the front back up. I tried to go brake so that I would hit a front flip and catch it with throttle. You know, I didn't catch it. It went off axis and it was done for. It landed on there. Something would have broken. Even if this upper control arm didn't break, something would have broken. The other part that I see here is this drive shaft looks like an S now. This drive shaft looks like an utter S. So we're gonna have to bend that back in shape. And I know I can bend it back in shape because I had already broken this one. So off camera, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm an idiot. And when this vehicle first got in, knowing that there was this recall kind of issue, they're kind of trying to fix this part, I wanted to drive it. So I drove around my front yard just a little bit, just to kind of get a feel for it, feel how the truck drove. I hit a tree. I hit a tree going pretty fast, actually, right here with this right front, and it just immediately snapped this control arm. So what I did is I put JB Weld on it and a hose clamp, and that's how it was for all of that jumping you saw in this video. Literally JB Weld and a hose clamp on it, and it worked. And it didn't break. This didn't break. That one broke. So Redcat, if you want my secret JB Weld / hose clamp fix, let me know. You can let me know. Message me. I'll let you know what the secret is to it. But I think the most thing is unlike where this one broke very clean, this one broke at like a 45-degree angle or a pretty shallow angle there, and so I was able to actually do something about putting it back together. I don't believe JB Weld and hose clamp would fix on this side. But when I broke this one, I bent the drive shaft a little bit also. I was able to just literally take it out, put it in the vise, and just bend it back, and it bent back literally perfect. Now, it's not going to do that forever. You keep bending metal back and forth. It's like a paper clip. It'll snap eventually. So I'm going to have to get me a couple of these drive shafts. I'll keep them on hand. But hopefully, if I'm not breaking the control arms, not bending the drive shafts, and it will be good. Looking over the rest of the truck, I had some pretty nasty landings a couple times. Clearly, I need to clean it also at this point. Rear control arms and everything completely fine. I've had no issues there, no problems. Batteries stayed secure the whole time. Motor mount, all of that's fine. I did notice on that last big crash, the ESC was loose. The ESC is mounted with double-sided tape, but I don't know what it is about it. It just doesn't seem like it's a very strong adhesion there. I've noted there's been multiple people that have talked about it coming off. I think I might, if this is the hobby wing that I think it is, there should be some mounting screws down here, and I see a couple screws in this cover, or screw holes in this cover. I think I might be able to design and 3D print a mount that will allow this to go on here and be mounted more securely. Be on the lookout for that in a future video. That might be coming. Otherwise, if you're not doing ridiculously crazy jumps with it, I think it's going to be fine just double-sided taped down. So I'll tape it for now, and we'll have a better solution in the future. I had no issues with drive shafts binding, drive shafts bending, any of that kind of stuff. That was all fine. Front bumper took a bunch of hits. This thing is super strong. On the bottom, because this truck is so low to the ground, it does hit a fair amount, and you do collect a fair amount of dirt on these control arms and on these skids. But at the end of the day, it actually looks pretty good. It looks like these front and rear skids actually took the majority of that, and then these super beefy control arms here with their little, like, I don't know if they're purposely wear plates or if there's just the pivot point there, but that all seems to be doing rather well for it. Wheelie bar is good. I'm pretty impressed. I'll be honest, folks, I've done similar jumps to that off that same ramp at that same location multiple times with multiple different vehicles, and there's been a lot of times in which it was a one and done. It was a one big jump like that, whether it's X-Max, whether it was the Sledge, whether it was the Creighton, whatever it was, and it was broken. So of course, as you know, a lot of that comes down to how you land. Even that last big jump, if I had all 4 tires on the ground instead of one corner, probably the truck still would have been driving. So, you know, a lot of it comes down to how you land, and you can break any vehicle. I was overall impressed with the Machete, especially considering the fact that the upgrade better parts are still sitting here in the bag. So I'm going to get those installed, and we're going to have some more fun with this truck. I'm pretty happy. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about what I did or any other concerns that you have, I'm happy to answer them in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm going to be starting a Redcat Machete playlist, and so anything I do with the Machete will be over here to your right in that playlist. So if you're curious about it, go check it out. Thank you, and goodbye.